All right, hi, this is Attica, and welcome to the continuation of our playthrough of Industry Giant 4.0. We are doing the single player playthrough. Last episode we did the tutorial and kind of gave our first impressions of the game, and now we're going to keep going and we're going to do one called Neighbors. This is the first scenario in the list other than the tutorial. And one suggestion for the developers is once I put a name in here for company name, it should default to that until I choose to change it later. So if I play the tutorial as Attica Enterprises and I click Neighbors, I should still be Attica Enterprises. And if I wanted to give it a different name, that's fine. But it'd be easier, I think, if you just carried that one forward. Anyway, just a little thing. We're going to put it on hard. I'm not sure what the difficulties mean right now, except your budget's lower. Probably harder to make a profit, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, so let's go Neighbors. Two cities close together. Which one will grow and which one will thrive? It's your choice. Or can you manage to make them grow together over time? And the way it's worded, I don't know if they mean make the two cities like grow on top of each other, or I don't think so. I think they just mean, can you make both of them grow? Now, the last map, the tutorial, was a 3x3, 9 square kilometers. This one is 16 square kilometers, 4x4 kilometers. That, by the way, we should be able to set that. Maybe we can set it to miles. For us poor Americans who can't think in logical decimal systems. Okay, let's start. All right, so close that. Let's look at what we've got. We've got a map you can see is a little bigger, big mountain in the middle that we can't, no town zone. There's nothing there. Now these I think all mean little towns, right? But they don't, there's no actual town. The towns are down here. There's Blackham and Thornford. And the first thing we're going to do is rename these because the names throw me. I'm going to call them Proctorville. And then I'm going to call this one over here, if there's a Proctorville, there of course has to be a Chesapeake. There has to be your arch rival. Okay. We've got Proctorville and Chesapeake. Now, the zones, as we said briefly in the tutorial when we looked at it, they have different things. Like, for example, if we look at down here, it's a farm zone. See there's a little symbol under it? So this is our fertile land. And you'll notice there's no others. And we can look here and see, like, this is a mining area. There's a copper deposit, and there's copper deposits in this area. And there's you can do light industry here if you want. Over here, you can see there's a quartz deposit in mining and light or heavy industry. And this land is expensive right here. Okay, that's what that symbol means. So it's going to cost us more to build in this section. Doesn't mean we're not going to want to, but it is going to cost us more. That's interesting. That's okay. And then we've got a heavy industry, bauxite mining. We've got a nature reserve over here. So I'm not thinking, maybe we can't use that at all. I don't know. And here we got heavy and light industry we can put here. This little guy right here is something we haven't seen before, a harbor. And this harbor is a place where we can go out and open up contracts. They're not open for us yet, but we can open up contracts and ship stuff off internationally and export our goods if we have excesses, stuff like that. Now, I would say quickly to the developers, as we're going through this map, notice that there's actually iron deposit right here, but it's really hard to see when you get up here. So I know you want these colors to match the minerals. Like that one I can see. I can see the bauxite up here. I can see the copper. But really, it's very hard to see the quartz because it just blends. And the coal, the coal, depending upon see at this elevation right there, look at that. The coal is very hard to see. And the iron is extremely hard to see. So maybe you can make those a little less translucent. Okay. What are we going to do? We've got farm here. Let's look at what our cities want. Now, Proctorville is a size 70. It wants 1680 in clothes, 2380 in unpackaged veggies, and 210 in wood shavings, and it's a size 7. Okay. Chesapeake is same size, so it'll probably want the exact same thing. Yep. It wants the same thing. It's a size 70. It wants the same 3 products. Now, we have to decide how to start. But I don't want to get too crazy here. We are on hard, assuming that means something, and that means we need to make sure we're making money. So I think what I'd like to do is focus on one thing first and see ourselves making a profit with it before we go too nuts. But I think what I'd like to focus on is the one that pays the most. So we can go to our company, we can go to market prices right here. We can look at our products and we can look at, there's a local price, that's what you would get if you sell it locally, and an export price. And you'll notice the export price is lower than the local price, right? And there are certain goods you need to import and they have a price as well, but we'll get to that. We probably won't do that. I don't know if we'll do that in this one or not. So let's look at our local price and let's flip this around and get the highest price we can get for it. Clothing is the highest priced item on the whole list, and it's at $42.80. The next one we could do would be the either the wood shavings or the veggies. Here's the wood shavings at $7.80, and the veggies at $300, much cheaper. I want to do, if we're going to just do one industry to start, we're going to start with clothing. All right. So to have clothing, we need, here I can show you. This is kind of neat. We can go to our production chain research and we can say, okay, well, let's look at clothing right here. Here's what you need. You need an agricultural farm, a textile factory, and then a fashion industry, medium or small. And the size is really, let's see, the medium costs us $16,000 a quarter, $1.25 to build it, and it has only road connections. The range of 2, I don't know what that means. You can look at the small; it's a 1, so it has a bigger range. I don't know if that means it will cover a bigger city or what that means. I really don't. It has a capacity of 1,000, where this one has a capacity of 400. So as we start putting stuff in there, you know, you can only put so much, but I actually think that for our purposes, for right now, small will do. I'm usually the big shop guy, but I think small will do. Now, for now. So what we're going to do, first thing I want to do is actually, we got our 2 cities. I want to connect our 2 cities in a nice straight line. And I don't want a bunch of bridges and tunnels and stuff like that. I just want to go across like this and into Chesapeake. There we go. There's a nice straight line connection. Now, let's think about what we're going to do. We're going to have a cotton plantation and we're going to have textiles. So back to this, back to our, that's our clothes. Okay. The textile factory, it's nice you can click them right off of this. We're going to have to put like here if we want it close by. This is expensive land. Like that, I'm okay with that. We're going to put it up here. So that means we want our agriculture to be either here or here. We can do here and go. I'm going to spin it around so that the road connects like this. So we're going to put right there. We're going to put a farm. It's actually going to be, in fact, we're going to rename it. We're going to call it Latta Plantation, and that's going to be where we grow our cotton. And then to make this work, one thing we absolutely have to have is a truck depot. So we'll put one right here in the middle, sort of in the middle. Here will do. And then we're going to need a. Oh, good. It stays on the last one you're looking at. Good. We're going to go to a textile factory. And we're going to put that as close as we can get to all of this. Kind of get the road. Oh, where's the road? The road's over there. It won't hook up, so why don't we... I think we should probably drive this one down into the earth a little bit. So I'm just hitting the F key continually until it looks pretty level. And clicking it in, and then we'll get our road. This, and we can put it, well, we can put it directly to this, and we can also give it a little, if you want to go off that way. Okay. All right, that should work. All right, now, and sorry, I got to see this again. What was your demand? 1680. All right, let's see what we can do with 1680. Let's let these build. All right, now we're going to want to be able to carry cotton over here. And I think we're going to have a dedicated line just to take cotton over there. And then we're going to have a line that goes from here to Chesapeake and a line that goes from here to Proctorville, right? And we're going to need stores to sell this stuff. So we're going to need a shop, a fashion, or did we already do that? No, we talked about it. Fashion small, I think will do nicely. Small fashion shop, we'll put it here. Actually, we'll put it out here. I can't see any reason not to put it, close to all this, because I think as long as it's in here, it'll pick up Chesapeake. And we're going to put another one, small fashion shop, over here. I can get the road around to the right place and put a small fashion shop out there. So these folks can drive out there if they want to shop. Okay. So now we've, in effect, created our demand for clothing. And now we've got the potential to supply it. So what we're going to do is say, okay, to max of 4,000. Okay, if we were to do production, we're going to place our fields. I think we can just put them right back behind everything. Okay, that's going to be cotton. Now, cotton. $4,000. We could potentially do 4,000. 4,000. How much can we do with this? 1,500. We can do 1,500 with one line, but it's a 2-for-1 cotton to clothing. So you need 2 textiles to make a clothing, and the cotton is 1-to-1 with textiles. Textiles are 2-to-1 to the clothing, so basically it's 2-to-1 for the cotton to the clothing. So if we wanted to do like 3,400, we would need 1,700 cotton. No, twice that. We would need twice that. So let's just see, how much clothing do we want to sell? Discard that. Okay, your demand. 1,680, 1,700. That's 3,400 for the 2 cities, right? Which means we would need 6,800 cotton. Or no, 6,800 cotton, 6,800 textiles, and 3,400 clothing. Let's see how much damage we can do with one textile shop. So we look at our production. I'm actually going to start with the clothing to see what one line can do for us. One line of clothing could make as much as 4,000. Okay, so that's not a problem. So let's look at our. Well, I guess then the question is, how much 4,000. We can make 4,000. We need 3,500. We could create 4,000. Would be just fine if we can do that. So let's go back down here to cotton and say you could do 3,500. Or no, 15. That'd be 3,000. And another line 4,000. 4,000 divided by 3. 150, 15. Let's do 1,500. Let's add another line. And let's do 1, 2, 3. Let's do cotton again. Let's do 1,500 there. That's 3,000. Can we add another line? Yeah. Let's buy that. And I don't think where you place these fields has any bearing on efficiency. I think they're just like they're kind of a decoration, and they only matter in the sense that we want to keep them out of the way of our logistics. Other than that, I don't think it makes a lick of difference. You just have to keep them nearer the farm. Okay, that's 3,000. Once you do cotton, and you could do 1,000. Good. 1, 2, 3. We're doing 4,000. 4,000 cotton. A lot of cotton. All right, 4,000 cotton, and that means we can do 4,000 textiles. Textiles. Perfect. We'll just do a 2,000. We'll open up another line and do 2,000. And we'll open up another line and do clothing, and we'll only do 2,000 clothing because remember it's a 2-to-1. So we'll do 2,000 clothing. Apply that. Did we do this one? Yes. So we got 4,000 cotton feeding into 4,000 textiles feeding 2,000 clothing. And now we're going to need a bunch of trucks to move all that stuff. Let's go into, well, first of all, I'm going to call this one Farm Truck Depot. And we'll go to the depot and purchase. At the Farm Truck Depot, we're going to buy the bigger trucks. I don't have any idea how long it takes them to run their routes, but 10 times 200, we could move 2,000 units. That seems pretty good to me. Let's do 10 trucks. We've got 10 trucks coming out here. Now let's get our lines going. We want a line that takes cotton to the textiles. And it's going to go here. It's going to go here. And the nice thing is, what do we say, 4,000. 4,000. Apply. And then we want a line. This will be close to Proctorville. Okay. And we want this one to go here to here. And we want to haul clothes 2,000. No, we're making 1,000. That's right. That's correct. 1,000 clothes to Proctorville. And then we want a line. This is close to Chesapeake. We want to go from textiles to Chesapeake, and we want 1,000 clothes to go to Chesapeake. Apply. Now we could have done that. Probably could have just had one shop and just sold to one of them, but that's okay. Now we've spent a bunch of money. We're but actually that's not bad. We could probably start another industry setup, but let's just run this and see what happens. So the cotton is going to be produced. Well, we can see we've almost got our first big batch. So by the time we get trucks, we should be ready to rock and roll. And the beauty of this is that because we have our production line that needs the cotton here with this, then when we have cotton in here, our production is going to start up. We're going to produce the textiles here. They'll automatically go straight to the clothing, so we don't have to even move the textiles. All right, so go, go, go. Let's get some trucks and let's get some cotton going. Okay, it went through its first cycle. Okay, we're starting our second cycle of cotton, which should give us about 2,000 cotton. Yeah, half of each of these. So trying to produce 2,000 cotton. And this is another reason I didn't want to get too aggressive, because we do have to wait for the crop to grow before we can really start making any money. Do we have any train or trucks yet? We do. And they're just sitting there waiting. I want to make sure we've got all these right. Not enough vehicles. No depot. Oh boy. Fly. Yeah, shoot. Lines. Fly. Lines. Fly. Man, it's irritating. Okay. So he's probably running a blank. He seemed to start out and run one blank one every time. Okay, and we haven't even made any cotton. So we're getting a trial run of each of the 3 lines now. And now our trains are just going to, our trucks, sorry, are going to just sit here and hang on for a while, I think. That could be a liar. That could be close to Proctor. Oh, it's cotton to textiles, which is also not necessary right now. All right, we'll be back. We'll just sit here and stare at the screen for a while until we get this going. Again, I don't want to be too aggressive. We're playing on hard. I don't know what that exactly does to us, but I don't want to get carried away with all these expenses and stuff. You can also see our dispatchers are not terribly clever, because look at this guy here. He's hauling nothing. Why would you dispatch him? I mean, just because you have a schedule of how you run this, that doesn't mean you should be out hauling anything. This is where they could really, this is to me the weak area of the game right now. It needs to be improved. I actually don't mind the idea of it coming out of a central dispatch like this, but I don't care for the idea that that we don't control it. I would rather control it. I wish they had defined the line. I'd love to be able to take the line and say, run full, right? You know, don't, if you can't run full, don't go. Just don't leave. That kind of thing. Or run half full, whatever. Okay. So we're down $14.5 million right now. Still waiting on our first cotton. Don't know how in the world it's able to grow in these months. I don't get that, but so why are these trucks running? I guess we could have waited and bought them later, but anyway, we're about to get 1,000 cotton. That's going to give us like 500 dresses or clothing, and we're not going to have any trouble selling them, I don't think. There we go. We got 2,000. 2,000 cotton give us 1,000 dresses. So we should start seeing stuff coming in here. Shouldn't we? There we go. We've got cotton in here. And we are producing textiles. See, this is red because it doesn't have anything to feed on, but now it does. So now it should be able to start. Production. Okay, see, we're producing the next batch of 2. This one, I don't think it has anything. Definitely have cotton to make the textile. So I think our 3rd batch here will be the one where we actually start seeing productivity. There, it just took all that cotton and it's making a new 2 new batches. And we're starting to bring more cotton over. So this is all working very nicely, I think. What I'd like to see is, okay, yeah, and this one's green, so that means it's running. So it's now taking the prior batches textiles, turning those into clothes, and we should see clothing popping out. There we go. Now we've got 100 clothes, and we should start seeing our line that takes clothes to Chesapeake and Proctorville take off. Maybe this guy right here, he's going to Chesapeake. He should pick up like, I don't know, 100 or 50 or whatever. 50, good man. And this other truck's going to Proctorville, and he's got 50, so we're taking 50 to each one. So we're about to make our first sales and actually make some money. It's about time. And you are beautiful, starting to sell. And look at this, we're actually making money. Hooray for us. Good. Now we're starting to pump out the clothing. Okay, so I'm going to pause right there and say hooray. All right. So our core earnings are negative. I'm not going to believe that for you. So we are starting to make the money to offset all these expenses. Okay. And very little. I don't understand that. I'm able to get clothes. Guess he maybe got there too soon. I don't know what happened. You are going to, he's going to take cotton. Oh, good for you. All right, I think we're rocking and rolling now. All right, let's think about a second business. We'd like to get all 3 of them here in Proctorville and Chesapeake. So we've got a demand for the hardware store for the wood shavings. So the wood shavings would be in a hardware store, so we would need a hardware store in each. Actually, I'm going to set this. We're going to go down here and look for wood shavings. And we're going to put a small hardware store in Proctorville. And we're going to put a small hardware store in Chesapeake. Out in the shopping district of Chesapeake. There we go. And now how are we going to do this? Our lumber is going to be way over here. We can actually have the lumber and the sawmill and the dispatch close to one another. We can build another little module like this for lumber and for shavings. And now this is starting to be a little bit of distance. I don't really know what's considered a lot of distance, but let's stick with the trucks for now. So let's go with yeah, logging sawmill. I really like this. This is great. Okay, logging to a sawmill to yeah. All right, so let's build a. Yeah, I don't want to build. All right, logging camp. I think we'll do logging camp, dispatch, and then sawmill. Maybe, yeah, we can do it over here. We can do it over here. This is more expensive land. Let's save this space. Let's plan on putting, and I'd like to keep our, I'd like to keep the railroad tracks up at the top for this guy. We might actually use him. The railroad. So let's go here for the sawmill. Oh shoot, yeah, we'll do road. See that elevation, so like this, and then like this. To here, and then maybe from here to. I want that tunnel. I guess I'm gonna have. I know I'm complaining, but I really don't like the way the roads you're stuck with. I don't know how to get what I want without getting stuck. Okay, we're gonna go like that. That's okay. So that'll give us. I hate that tunnel. It's a lot of money for nothing. All right, so we'll go like this. That'll get us to Proctorville, and then just keep going down through there. That'll get us to Chesapeake. All right, assuming they don't go up that way, which they might. Let's go with a truck depot up here and connect it to that, and then let's put a logging camp. Yeah, we don't care about actually don't care about the logs for it right now. We're gonna have to flatten this, I think. Well, earthwork's not possible. Start over. We did. Got too much difference on the distance of it. Let's do a road. This. Like that. It sucks, but there it is. All right. Build these. Oh, I need to see my values again. Demand of 210 and 210, so 400, maybe 500. Let's see what we get here. Okay. 500. It's a 1-to-1. If we place our logging area back here. And add wood 500. Okay. We'll do 500. Okay, so we're making 500 logs, and then over here we'll do wood shavings, and we'll do 500 over here as well. And then let's see, we're going to want here and then the delivery. So I think maybe 6 trains. 6. I want to run trains, obviously, but we're going to do We'll rename this first. This is going to be logging truck depot. And from here, we're going to purchase logging truck depot. We're going to buy 6 of these babies. Sign. Okay. Then we're going to set up a line that is logging to sawmill. Out of the logging truck depot, logging to sawmill, we want you to take 500 a year. And then we want a line that goes new truck line. Here we want shavings to Proctorville. We go here to the hardware store. Shavings 500. Apply. Then we want to do another line that is shavings to Chesapeake, logging truck here to hardware store, shavings 500, apply, and we should be in business there fairly quickly. Okay, these are all go away. We got vehicles are on order. And they'll probably make their obligatory dry run. It's making more. I think it's probably calculating the distance and figuring out how many trains it needs to send out. Maybe. About to get our first wood. It won't be a lot. 32. Okay. Should have a train here or a truck here that'll run and get that. I like to think. Logging to sawmill, this guy here. Here's what he's waiting on. Maybe there's another one. There's 64. Not sure what we're waiting on here. I have this messed up. Logging the sawmill. Logging. Yeah, it's absolutely correct. Next vehicle is number 13, but for some reason number 13 doesn't seem to want to go anywhere. Is this messed up right here? I don't think so. That's no. Should work. Here we go. Is this number 13? Yeah. There, he's got 125. Let's bring it up. Now we can get started on this business. You can start producing now it's the green, so now it's got stuff to use. Okay. And we'll get this one up and running. I think we'll probably call it an episode at that. Once we see some profit coming out of, well, we've got some nice profit coming here. But once we see this hardware stores start getting some stuff. Dispatch plan. We have some. I'm sorry. I know this is boring. I'm just figuring the game out, and I'm making you watch it with me. Sorry. Okay, what are we gonna do here? There's 62 shavings that need to go somewhere. We've got 2 trucks assigned, reserved for that line. Here we go. Here we go. Go make us some money on this stuff. I didn't see the little symbols where they load. That was weird. Okay, there we go. Now we're getting it done. We're losing money. Don't know why. And why aren't we selling anything? Oh, when you get the rating seems to get you all the coverage. This one started out very low because it just wasn't getting anything. We should have. What happened there? See, that seems to happen too. That first pass, it's like we brought some there, but it didn't get dropped off. So I'm not sure I understand that. Shavings to Proctorville. Pick up 500, drop off 500. Okay. Production, storage, we have some. We have 375 dresses in here. And we're not selling nearly all of them, so I don't understand why we're not shipping more. Barely utilized here. So this is the part of the game I don't get at all. And I'm not sure it's it's easy for me to say, well, it's not working correctly, but it's also, as we've seen in other games, it's just as likely that I don't know what I'm doing, right? I haven't figured it out yet. But it seems to me there's some room for improvement here. I want to see if you actually got anything. No! How can you not be getting anything? Yeah, you can absolutely store this. Of course you can. Sales are 0. Okay, this is messed up. I've got a line that's going shavings to Proctor. I'm telling it to pick up shavings and take them to Proctor. And we have here, we have shavings. And we've had trains that have been picking up shavings, I'm pretty sure. We'll watch it again and see and confirm there's actually shavings on the truck heading to Proctorville. Because this is killing us. You see, we're making money, but it's our dresses. Our dresses seem to be working. This does not seem to be working at all. Are we making money? Yeah, we made 2.4 million. In 50, we lost 14.5. That was our building. 51, we lost 6.5, waiting on stuff to happen. 52, we made almost 2.5 million. See, it was all fashion industry. There's no hardware sales at all. So something is absolutely wrong with the hardware sales. So I don't get this. I'm going to delete that line. I'm going to delete that line because I just think it's messed up. We're going to set up a new line. It's going to be shavings to Proctorville. We're going to say you go out of the logging truck depot, you stop at the sawmill, and you go to the hardware store. And you carry that, and we want you to carry how much is it? I have no clue. I think 500 a year. Go. And then we want another line that would be shavings to Chesapeake, and that's going to be out of the logging truck. You're going to go here, you're going to go to the hardware store with shavings 500, and you're going to go. Okay, now this one right here is going to Chesapeake, and this one should be going to Proctorville. Yeah, let's follow the Proctorville. Okay, he only has 5, but let's just see if he only has 5. Okay, and then this hardware store has nothing. So let's see if this 5 goes in here. Yes, it did. Okay. Now let's see if we actually sell anything in here. Okay, now we have 119 to sell, and we're not selling any. What in the world? And this, by the way, flips between units and money. And either way you look at it, it's not good. And they actually, I don't know why they have 2 buttons here, because you could click either one and flip back and forth. I guess it's the one, let's see. It lights up the one it's showing. It's showing units, so that's lit up. If I click it, it'll say this is lit up, that's earnings. It's a little confusing. Okay. All right, I hate to stop on, I can't stop on it seems to be a defect. I'm going to try one other thing. I'm going to try moving my hardware store up here. I can't believe that matters, but we're going to move it up here. And we're going to destroy that one. Okay, build that hardware store. All right. And clock. Proctorville hardware. Very poorly rated, but we'll see if it doesn't get better. Now we're going to do this shavings to Proctorville. And we're going to add this. And it's going to pick up 500, drop off 500. From Logging Truck Depot, apply. Review. This is shavings to Proctorville. Got 31. He got 31. Let's see if they transfer over here. Left there, they went over here. Okay, now let's see if he sells in here. Well, I tell you, I did not have this. This is a new problem. I've never had this. I played, I've messed around with this one a couple of times, and okay, it says we can sell 210 a year. Oh! They're only wanted in the wintertime. Oh, I think mystery solved. I don't know when the winter is. I don't know if they do it in full months or actual dates of when the season change, but let's stick around and see if we actually sell some. If we actually sell some, then I'll fill up. I guess this is why it says 0, 0. There, look at this. Now they're selling like hotcakes because it's wintertime. Well, they must be used for heat or something. I don't know. Well, that's worth knowing. We would need to make sure we're getting plenty in there so they can sell. Why'd they sell? I guess October, November, December is the winter? I don't know. Order. Where did I see that? Where did I see that? We're already up to 5 star. I swear I don't know where I saw that. It only sells in the winter. I don't know how I saw that. Oh, this is autumn. Summer, spring, autumn. We're in the autumn, but we are selling them. Okay. All right, let's stop right there. We're making some money. Yeah, we're starting to make some money. So we've set up clothing. We've set up clothing to both our cities, and we've set up wood shavings. I guess kind of like firewood. Maybe that's what they should call it. Firewood for our hardware stores, and it seems to be working. And it's going to drive me crazy. How did I know that it only sells in the winter? Well, anyway, I'll have to go back and look at the video. You can put it in the comment, but I'll look at the video and see if I can catch it in the video. Anyway, it's a little boring, sorry. But again, I'm kind of studying the game, which means I'm not really aggressively playing it quite as much as I would once I understand it. But we are getting there. We're starting to make some money. We've got a couple of nice businesses going. one nice business and one business. And we can absolutely do the easiest one now, the agriculture, the veggie farm. We'll do that next episode and then see what else we can expand into once we grow the cities. And all that'll happen next time. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you saw something that'll help you become a better player. I hope you'll like, comment, share, and subscribe. And join us for our next Industry Giant 2 video. Thank you.